Let's see. Here. I've been cold all day. Going, what do I want to do here? So, if this is supposed to be like side dorms, to go with cut a door that way. I'm gonna want to cut a door this way. I was thinking about doing something here too. Not sure what. If this was to... I figured I have to go this way. I don't know if it matters or not, but it's one of the terrain types I like to build with. Let's see. It's the heartwood, the foliage, and the blackmire bark. It doesn't like to come out of the chest. So that's all I need to grab. Decide if I wanted to go with the arc all the way around, or if I wanted to do heartwood going back. Still thinking about that. This is absolutely fun trying to get this to replace. Terrain going down the road here. So, well, we obviously don't want people having to go through other people's rooms. So, honestly, maybe... Maybe we want to go from back here? Because I'd like to make... I'd like to make the doors kind of on the edge of this. Maybe... Maybe I end up going... Is I can't envision how things are gonna look. So I kind of just gotta do it. But I kind of got another idea where maybe I just need to kind of start them, or maybe they just kind of go, oh, that's gonna be screwy to map out with hallways though, but that would be so cool if I could pull it off. There's somebody that doesn't map things out very well. I gotta think about this a sec. I could just start going back and building rooms again. And if I just kind of went back, then I'd have on the edge, I'd have one, two, three, four, and then I could go up and kind of have a dorm right there. So if I go back 1, 2, where would that put me? So we have one, two, 3. Four. 5. Okay. And like say if I was to go out this way. This could be 1. But would it be big enough? Because we'd want something like that. Yeah, we'd want to keep something like that. And then we'd want at least something of a like 2. So that leaves that there. And yeah, it can curve around. Oh, this is breaking my brain. Would this be the actual door? That's the question, right? Would I push that? Would I push that further back? I think I would probably push that further back. How big do we want these dorms to be? We need a bed. Bed. And I mean, to go grab some more rough stone.
Hey.
Which is not that way. So So, in terms of a dorm, I would want something like let's build it up in the area. And the foundation. I think I want to go 2 by 3 on these. They're kind of big, but it leaves some room for things like bed clutter. They're all gonna look around about the same. So, I'm gonna tear this mountain apart here where I'm looking at and see how this is gonna go together. So if we say we don't make this our door, we come in, say, this. You know, I'm not gonna have exactly what I want on this one, but you know what? Maybe we can figure out what I do want. And then we can go over here. I don't think I picked the best cliffside to try to do this in. But we'll figure it out. Plug the hole. Sure. What is my plan here, but this is going to be tedious. which it always is when I do stuff with terrain. So, okay. What's my rake? I mean, this is okay, I think. I wonder about extending this portion out. Hey, Flames. How are you doing? I probably get focused and I probably don't actually, like, look over at chat enough. So. Yeah, kind of nice to be streaming again. I think I missed it, but I just kind of went through a really rough time there for a while and just had a really hard time getting back into it. Nice to see you here. And Twitch has changed a lot too. Been having to figure out all of the new stuff, the like behind the scenes new stuff again, and yeah. Yeah, hopefully I can get like all of my links and Discord and get Extra Life going again. I just want to get on a schedule for a couple months before I commit to that. I'm still kind of gearing up to do it. Like my mom's started doing a lot of crochet again, so she's got a lot of the like animal binkies. It's like got the animal head and the teeny tiny blanket on it for the babies and that we're thinking about taking down to Riley's. Or even there's a place here too that does stuff for like family crisis and things like that. So we're both kind of working our way that way. Yeah, that door was not far enough back in the hallway. So, if I go... this back up here. Once I get on a better schedule, I'll be doing a little bit more than just building and Enshrouded, but I figure it's kind of a chill way after work to not have to stress out about a whole bunch of stuff. And did I just fall in the pool? I didn't just fall in the pool. Cool. Yeah. I have decided I like to do the intricate stuff, though. I actually have picked up cross stitch, so it's gonna go more towards like have an idea for doing wall scrolls. I've got a couple of patterns that are fairly decent sized, like 20 inches by 20 inches type patterns, but like one of them's a Pokemon florist window. So that's the florist display, but it's like got the Turtwig and an Oddish and things like that all in pots in the window, and it's really cute. So I'm hoping to maybe get one of those done a year, and I can kind of use that as kind of like a raffle type giveaway for fundraising and that. I've barely started that one. I've kind of been practicing with some smaller things. Like I did like a little Altoids tin setup with a haunted bookshop. So, and then I've done a couple of bookmarks. Went 5 back, so if I go 6. Two, 3. Yep. I'm also too learning that the threads I use make a huge difference. When I first got into it, I ordered a bargain, like a multi, like 150 skein thread, and I have since like had to get DMC colors. And I have realized that DMC does not I don't think fray is the right word, but that's definitely what I'm gonna go with. Like, it doesn't get fuzzy as you work with it. Oh, my mom has crocheted for years. I have tried to crochet, and I've got a blanket that I've been working on that's a The thing's probably about 2 foot long, and I haven't finished it yet. And that's been an in-progress project for like 5 years now. So, um, I've been doing cross stitch for about a year now. But my mom, her grandmother taught her how to crochet, so she's been doing that for years. Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember her doing that when I was like real little. But she's since gotten into like the amigurumi stuff. So like the teeny tiny uh crochet plushies. Which then led her into doing these blankets that have the she calls them binkies, and that might actually be what they're called. But they have the animal head on it, but it's a blanket for the body. Now I feel like my hallway is too long. But that just means I can... Is this going to be 3? I kind of like this. And I've also kind of been dinking around a little bit with Minecraft in the mornings. Thinking about kind of doing more of a like first time Minecraft type of thing too on stream, and I have to dink around with it first though, because I need to figure out if I can actually stand to play it for 2 hours straight, because first person games can make me pretty motion sick, and I think Minecraft's graphics add to that for me. So like anything first person, I have to like play on my own a little bit to make sure I can actually carry it on stream. I want to make this bigger. I might want to make this bigger. Probably not a lot. Like I have a bunch of stuff on my list. Like I think I added grist to my list. I've got like a what's it called? I call it a playlist in Steam, but it's not a playlist. Collection. There we go. In Steam of everything that I want to hit up. Like, there's some things that I did when I was initially streaming, like Air Memories of Old. That was one of my favorite ones, and I want to do achievement hunting and finish that up with achievements because it looks like it's pretty easy. And then I was thinking about seeing how much of the achievement hunting I can do in the Tomb Raider and Darksiders games, which I have done on stream. What else do I have on there? Another one of those first person I'm gonna have to see if I can play it. Games that I really want to play is Tokyo... Ghostwire Tokyo. I think I started that on the PS5, and then I just had to stop and I never got around back to it. What else? Ghost of a Tale's another one I'd like to play on stream. Waiting for Rhythm Quest to come out. Stray's another one. Actually picked up Squirrel with a Gun off of Humble. And it looks hilarious. So I'd like to play that too. I got kind of a lot of things. I think what my intention is gonna be is I've got myself back to streaming Mondays and Thursdays. And then my intention was I have turned into one of those early birds, not to be mistaken for a morning person. Which is probably why I haven't been able to kick my butt and do it on Saturday mornings. But I was going to do an early morning Saturday stream from like either 5 to 8 or 6 to 9 or something like that. Since I'm up at 4:30 in the mornings, most mornings anyways. I think I said something about I'm not a morning person. I just happen to be up that early anymore. Like... But yeah. It is nice for work though, because, you know, if I get started at, 6 a.m., I get 2 good hours of focus time before people start actually pinging me. Oh no. A morning person is somebody who's nice, bright, and cheery in the morning. My mom don't even talk to me in the morning until I've had at least 3 hours. It don't matter what time I wake up. Basically, yes. One of those I wake up and somebody says good morning and I'm like, what's good about it? Oh, I used the rake in here. Oh, that was a bad move. That is gonna make replacing for absolute hell. I do, just to make sure that I'm up, because I have found out that if my body's not on a schedule, it's not entirely good for me. So like on the mornings that I'm not up, it kind of wrecks like my glucose levels and stuff like that. So I just kind of suck it up. It does, however, amaze me that, like, how many people actually, like, don't start their day until about 10 unless they have a client meeting to go to or something like that. I don't know. I kind of like being done around 3, and then the rest of my day is pretty much mine for the most part, usually. I don't think this is a good idea, but I don't imagine that this spreads. No, it does not. Cool. So, let me see. Do I want to leave this as stone, or do I want to shift it? Mm-hmm. It's been pretty nice the last few years and mostly work from home. Well, I am work from home. The company I work for doesn't even have an office, so. I just have, most of my team on the project I'm on are in South America and Mexico. So that's been really fun. I think there's 2. I'm trying to remember where the one is. I think there's 2 in Brazil, 2 in Argentina, 1 in Uruguay, and 2 in Mexico? Or is it just the one? Oh, yes, definitely. I don't know if anybody could pay me enough to go back into an office at this point. Not that I get paid enough anyways, but that's beside the point. Yeah, it's really interesting. So the beginning of the year, I started working for so our clients are all US based, but they hire from all around. The last client I worked with actually did have 3 guys in Poland, clients themselves, and my schedule actually lined up really nice with them because by the time we started our day, they only had like 2, maybe 3 hours left in their day. So they always said it was really nice that they could, you know, basically ping me at 4 a.m. my time and get an answer back, you know, within 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the day. So it just gave them more time to work on, you know, issues once they had answers. Not something I get too terribly often, but... Yes, she's still in your chair. Why isn't that showing through over here? So how's life been treating you? Let's see. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. Oh, and I'm assuming that the stream looks alright, right? And I sound okay. I kind of checked it out on my own off and on, but I have noticed my bitrate bounces a bit. So I don't always catch it in the lows. I really need to figure out what I'm doing with this ceiling. I should use moss. I should use moss. Oh, but I don't think I want to use blanket moss. Combination of blackmire bark, moss, and foliage? There we go. Oh, this is cool. I love the new foliage. I really do. Something else I think I could do is run... I know I like the decayed midnight tomb blocks, but I feel like that's too fancy for this. So, I could use flintstone. Flintstone or stone. I'm not sure. Oh, and I have a plan to get a cat cam going, but that'll be a little ways down the road. I have to figure out how to set it up as a wireless webcam. It'll be one more thing that takes up bandwidth. Let's do this, and then let's do... Wait, where's my... It is. We get... Oh, those aren't... Well, I don't know. I would say those aren't actually doing what I was hoping they would do, but... I don't know if anything's gonna do what I was hoping it would do on the ceiling. But then I think I can come in and do either climbing roses like that. Well, there's a lot of things I could do with this. So, what to do? Give me stone. Just me stone. Right, like that. And then heartwood. Heartwood. Yeah, this is a offline solo world. So, what I'm doing is I'm building the initial base for my mom and I to start a new playthrough from. So I have the very bare minimum done for the flame altar and that, just to get the build radius. That's not where that is anymore, is it? So I'm only flame level 3. The only thing that's making me nuts is one water source. But yeah, I'm just basically What just happened to my camera? Oh, by George, I think I just found a bug. I'm not sure how to fix it. Oh. Okay, let's reload in. Don't open your menu. Don't open your start menu when you are on the flame altar. Well, I don't know how to. That's the problem. Um, so I found this little. I thought I was basically just gonna be fixing up the little house and throwing out some shacks. I should know better. Because when I build an Enshrouded, I go way overboard. So this is like Wistful Fields on the map. And I had to do some pretty creative, because I found this place before I actually increased the flame altar at all. I did some pretty creative jumping around the red shroud. Because initially I wasn't going to up the flame altar either, but needed the space. Mostly because I don't get a whole lot of time to build when her and I are playing together. So, you know, I fixed the little house. Little standing balcony out here. I tried to put a couple chairs out here, but the little overhang's too low. Way too low. I was able to fix up the basement to have a little storage room, which is all full of furniture right now, but when we start, which will be probably after I get a few of the dorms in, I'll just empty everything and delete it. I've been getting everything off of Shroud Depot, which is really fun. But I did end up doing... this was the first thing I've built, so I don't have anything new on it yet. Like, none of the new props or anything. Just kind of... I want to be able to enjoy where I'm living while we level up. So, that's basically the idea. Little seed bed, it's not really a greenhouse. That's not the greenhouse yet. There will be a greenhouse, but, and then my mom's the one that takes care of all of the, like, crops and food and things like that, so she may kill me for this. But I planted the peppers and the tomatoes upside down, which was kind of a fun little idea. This is the amalgamation of all of my experiments. And then over here, I did the farmer's house. Since I kind of wanted her out by the fields anyways. I'm not 100% sure if they can climb ladders yet, but you can assign them their beds even when they can't necessarily get to them. So, and I hope they give us more plushies, because the little critter is adorable. Hi, Anafi. How are you doing? And then I kind of built a small path off of this and down and cut out a small cave for like dry storage and barrels and, you know, just mostly clutter stuff. Built all of this in, and then this is a mushroom cave. And let me actually... Nope. That's what I want. I need to equip my light ring, because... Well, this is where all of the mushrooms go, and I did this like right after the last update dropped because I wanted to mess with some of the new Blackmire terrain. So, and then back here will be where the put my ring back on here. Get expanded out a little bit more to plant all of like the shroud plants and that. Yes, it's still early access until fall. So I think the last update was a lot of the 1.0 polish. Yeah, I want more plushies. I want more, what was it? What was I thinking about that I wanted more of the other day? Oh, they've got to give us the, willow trees. I don't know if you've seen the new willow trees out in Blackmire. Or not Blackmire, Revelwood. But we don't have those yet. I wish they'd give us the ability to just straight up plant these bushes and the flowers, but I can stand them being in a pot. It's easy enough to hide the pots. But yeah. The water's just been amazing that they've done. All voxel water. Yeah, I have Pal World 2, and I think we're basically waiting for 1.0 for that one before we even touch it again, because it got so grindy at the higher levels that I think we just said we're done, and we're just gonna wait for 1.0 if we're gonna have to do this again. So. Which I know we probably wouldn't have to do it again, but... just a little bit wider. Okay, that's a little bit better. Less claustrophobic. Doesn't need to be claustrophobic. Have the space for it. Yeah, I have not played it since some of the updates that they've had to make. I think we jumped in and checked out the Terraria update. Which, you know, wasn't bad, but it was all kind of like lower level, so we were like, well, we'll just, again, we'll just wait. So, But I think Nintendo's had a lot of their patents called in to question in the, at least in the US, so. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, and what articles I do find are usually way over my head in terms of like legalese, so keeping track of everything has been kind of rough. But I do remember seeing where a lot of their stuff is being reviewed now for actual real originality. Some of the things kind of being used to re-examine it are things that they didn't go after, like, what is it? Is it Monster Sanctuary? There was a couple of, quite a few Pokemon-esque games that they never took any action against, so. Really now. There we go. Oh, and I have moss. Where's my moss? Trying to decide if I need to flat this out with the tool, or if I can manage to get it to do what I want it to do. Okay, nope, not doing first person right now. So, like, do I want to bring this down a step? Isn't this working? Oh, it is. Never mind. I'm insane. I'm gonna go grab some fences and windows and see what I can do about my windows. Um, oh, yeah, okay. That's fine. Got space. Okay. Ah, that's because I have that on. Okay, got it. Really? Can I not? Aha. Go. So... I'll grab the copper fences. Maybe grab that one too. And then who do I have here? I think that's gonna be too big, but I'll grab it anyways. I think one of those is gonna be what I want. The other fences I had? Fine hardwood. Wood and pine wood. Have that too, I guess. I don't even know what I want down there. Oh, don't fall. I do want to fix this. Holes there. Okay. So, well, maybe that one's not gonna be too big. Maybe I do want the bigger one. I do want the bigger one. Okay then. So it looks like I need to do that and that. And then now can I fill around it? I want some... What? Let's go with Springland's rubble. Yeah. Good catching up. I will see you around. Have a good evening. There. Oh, that's way too busy, I think. Yeah, that's way too busy. Let's see. Rubble, Highlands Rubble. Pretty sure I should probably go with Heartwood, shouldn't I? Keeps it from being too busy around the window. No, not there. No, not there. There. Okay. There we go. Oh no, still not quite what I was hoping to obtain. I feel like I should be able to clip that little bit off of that, and I can't. So what happens? No. Well, you know what? Actually, we're not going to be able to completely seal it off. I don't think. But you know what? That actually looks pretty good. And then here we put a little table, maybe. Maybe a little bookshelf over here. And then maybe? Oh. Stone. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Wait a minute. That's not where I want that. I do want that there. So let's see. There we go. So that's all the same. Let's see. I'm gonna go here and down. Thanks for the follow, Viviana. Alright, my screen's a little small. Sometimes I can't see it. I'm gonna jump here. Thank you for smashing my face into the wall. I so appreciate it. Okay. Alright, now this sort of thing should be able to... Let's do this. This is easier to do with a mouse. And then bebop this way. There's some artifacting there that I can't do anything there, so I have to figure out something there. But I think that looks okay. Touch the walls in here. And then need to figure out what I want to do here. Whether I want to cut. I could just cut that that through like that. Yeah. It looks okay. Okay. And then hold over some various things to take a look at. So oh, that is huge. Oh, I don't know why I didn't expect that to be that big, but I didn't. So is this even gonna work? Let's drop it in and find out. I go out the other way though. Maybe. Do blackmire bark. As maybe like a little bit of an overhang here. And then we just foliage. No, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. 15 minutes to finish this here. And if I go... fine tuning. Oh, I kind of like that one quite a bit too. It's not like you can fall out over that. Oh my gosh, it actually kind of looks like that's fallen over. Not what I was going for, but I like it. Um, Hmm. It's a little weird. When it comes to using the overgrowth tool. I don't understand. Is it because of this? Maybe? Hmm. Okay, so what am I thinking here with a small dorm room now? What am I thinking? Hi, Shapey. Oh, a lot, aside from getting very confused when I go to cut tunnels. Dump. Now I need... Oh, I lost my train of thought. Where's my furniture? That's what I gotta find. This is empty. Here we go. Oh, it's not so bad when you're building out in the open, but like I'm trying to build dorms in the cliffside over here. And that is, since it released into early access. My mom and I have played since the very beginning. So, I was trying to decide what kind of bed I want to put in there. That one. As far as time played, I have over 900 hours because I do most of the building for both of us. So she'll go out and get materials and that for me. Do I have... it depends. It's, I'm actually doing story and that. My mom plays with me, so, I mean... like, actual progression stuff, I basically build alone, so... kind of a little bit of both. I'm not seeing what I want in here. I am not seeing what I want yet. I don't even know what I want. The most frustrating thing. Shelf. And okay, I don't know if all of this is going to fit in that little bitty dorm, but we're going to try. Oh, my goodness. With this one, it really is just kind of sit back and enjoy the ride. It's got a lot of story to it that you have to kind of connect the dots on your own. And there's a lot of story that's come in since we actually did our initial playthrough that I don't even have all of the story anymore. So kind of a take your time with it, enjoy it as you go. The building is amazing. If you like to build, the system in this just kind of, I had never been a building game person. I think Enshrouded made me one. And I really like building with terrain. Yes, the blocks are nice and neat and cool, but when you kind of start getting into blending terrain, it's really fun. So when did it hit early access? Like February of 2024? So like, as far as time, I have like 900 hours. Over 900 hours. Yeah, and most of that is, most of those hours is building. I'd have to take a look at my mom's playtime. I bet she's only got about 600. If even that. So you can get super lost in the weeds with building, and with 1.0 they're giving us a logic system, so we'll kind of have to see how that goes. I play a lot of other things. I have just recently come back to streaming, but when I was streaming before, God, has it been that long? Before 2020, I did the Darksiders stuff. I did the new Tomb Raiders. I played those. Um, put that there. Um, I've done Stray. One of my favorite games is I do want to put that over here. Is it's a little indie title called Air Memories of Old. The only thing I've been streaming lately is Enshrouded, just because I want something kind of chill to get my legs back under me. Yeah, we can go there with the bed. And then... Yeah. I've also done almost all of the Resident Evils too on stream. Like, for my first time playthroughs, so... Keep trying to think about everything that I played. Tomb Raider, I think I mentioned that though. Yeah, and the ones my mom, the ones that had multiplayer in it, my mom played with me. So, on stream. So, like, I think 5 and 6. And the one with the short chapters, the episodic one. I can't remember which one that one was. Oh, come on, line up. Thank you. Ah! Not really. I had a friend do it for me when I first started. So, decided to keep it. But there is a story behind the name. I had actually was playing WoW and uh went digging through one of my old D&D books. And Rendani is one of the canon, like, copper wormlings. I think out of the Draconomicon, old 3.5 Wizards of the Coast. But the name stuck after my mom had to change her name on a server transfer, and she didn't know what to do. And she did Rindani, or Rindini, with an I, and had Rindani, and people started calling us Dinny and Danny. But also, my dad's name was Danny. So the logo kind of coincides with you know, the fact that the name was based off of a dragon. But so I also end up carrying a little bit of my dad with me too. His name was actually Danny, Danny. Wasn't shortened. That was his name. So I just have the feminine spelling variant of it. That has been my name in the digital world, gaming world, since I was 16. I'm getting old. Oh, I am like completely new. Like, yes, I've been here for a while, but I quit for 5 years, like right after I got affiliate. So, I had to take care of me at that point in time. This is maybe my third stream since I've been back. So it'll be a little while yet before I get some emotes done and that, but it's definitely on the list. I have somebody I'm gonna work with for him. I'm just not entirely sure what I want to do with him. I've got this adorable cat that might end up being most of them. I'm not sure. I just need time to sit down with my art person and get them done. And she needs time too. I mean, we're both busy. And of course, work keeps me busy in my off times, so. Oh, come on. Can I get that little... Yeah, that right there. Haha. Oh, yeah, no, I'm... got some thoughts. Oh, with... oh, it's actually time for me to go. Oh, so... not bad. Got a room cut anyways. Which I think is turning out really neat. Love building with terrain, man. Alright. Well. That is it for me for tonight. Made it my 2 hours. And I will catch you people later. Be back Monday. Good night.